More than a year had passed since her sister had been taken away from her, and in all that time, Even had never dreamed like that before. Even knew she was now awake, and knew this was the same house she'd lived in her entire life. But something seemed off. Something seemed different. Or was it simply that she had changed? A portrait of Uncle Jinx. It was said he'd sailed the 7 seas and then drowned in the 8th. A painting of Aunt Cordelia. She could play every single musical instrument in Onecroft, which was impressive, but none of them well, which was markedly less impressive. An image of great-great-great-grandmother Waters. She was the woman who'd invented sliced bread, which made everyone very excited. Well, before then, they'd just taken great big bites out of loaves. An image of great-great-grandfather Peters. 200 years ago, he ate all his clothing to win a bet. Even supposed that was the reason this portrait stopped at the neckline. Even's mother had always painted, and she'd share with Even the stories she'd hidden in her paintings. Wonderful tales of daring heroines and dashing adventure. She told her never to share these stories with the outside world. These stories might upset the Queen, and she had eyes and ears everywhere. Even's mother had always painted, and she'd odd shoes. Little parts of her life still dotted their house. It didn't make it a happy house, but that was fine by Even. She never wanted to forget her sister. Even's parents had locked the door securely, as they had every night since Odd was taken. These paintings showed stories Even's mother told her was safe to share, because they were true. Or so she said. Like the story of the cardmakers of Five Town, who'd suffered a horrible fate. Even's father never told her stories. He preferred reality to fantasy, the physicality of hammers and nails to the ephemeral mists of dreams and fantasy. Oh, it was still very late, or was it very early? And Even didn't want to wake her parents. The scariest painting Even's mother had ever made was of the Shadow Man, a mysterious figure who'd gobble up children who'd ventured too far from home. Even was too old to believe in such stories, or at least that's what she told herself. Although she'd been gone a year, so much in this house still reminded Even of her sister Odd. Others had told her the pain would fade, that her absence, which she felt every day, would one day simply disappear. Others had been wrong. Even stared at the toy, feeling the ground tilt beneath her. That was the exact same stuffed animal she'd given Odd on the night she was taken. Even knew her parents would be heartbroken when they woke and found her missing. But she had to go. She had to know. That glowing figure seemed to keep its distance from Even. When she got closer, it moved further away. It was leading her somewhere.
Oof. Easy there, Even. What are you doing out so darn late? You're running like the old witch Uma put a curse on you. Oh, darling. You're trying to find your sister, aren't you? I'm afraid the past is the past, child. Ah, that spark in your eye tells me you're not fooling around. I remember being your age once, I do. And I know how important imagination can seem. All right, I'll get out of your way. But don't tell your parents you saw me. Deal? You're quite welcome, young Miss Even. And stay away from the outskirts.
Wait up, please! Wait up!
This was Onecroft, the world in which Even and her small family lived. Like all Oners, they hauled junk for the cargo ships that came and went in the night. All this labor was done for reasons that were never clearly understood. The Queen willed it, and no one would dare oppose her, and that was enough for everyone. Everyone, that is, except Even.
Come on, Ben, just hit it. It's right there.
He's trying, Lucky.
Aw, shucks. I'm all out of potatoes.
No breakfast tomorrow, and you couldn't hit the spot. Smooth going, Ben.
But it wasn't my... I mean, you're the one who... Aw, I guess you're right, Lucky.
Whoa!
Not bad, Even. I knew you could do it.
Lucky shot. I'm not impressed. I could do that too if I wanted. No problem.
That was amazing, Even.
Hey, shut up!
She knew this was, if not goodbye, then at least so long, and Even knew if she hesitated, if she woke her parents and spoke to them directly, she'd never go. And so she left, without knocking. Even again considered knocking, and again told herself she couldn't risk it. She left without knocking. Cannot stress this enough. Even wouldn't knock on that door. Though Even considered knocking, really considered it. Considered it as fully as it is possible to consider anything, and decided against it. Her fate was elsewhere. Not gonna knock, Even said to herself under her breath. So I'd better go obsessively focus on something else. Anything else. Okay, fine. You know what? Fine. Even knocked. But her parents didn't even wake up. Oh well, she thought, and then turned away from the door.
What are you doing here anyway?
Yeah, Even. Are your parents letting you out after dark now?
Honestly, Even, I gotta say, I'm impressed. Never thought you had it in you to break a precious rule.
Don't be mean, Lucky.
I'm not mean. That was a compliment.
I think you're cool, even if you should listen to your parents more. My parents say listening to them is the coolest thing of all.
You guys are so touchy.
I couldn't sleep. My 12th birthday is coming up.
Mine too. Gonna get to roll the dice when it comes. I'm gonna be a sixer. I know it. I'll be saying bye to all you bloobs and hi to the riches of Sixtopia.
I'm not a bloob. I'm a star. My mom says so.
I'm not a bloob either. What's a bloob?
You getting a load of these bloobs, Even? Well, that's just her bad luck. Not the sort of thing I've ever had to worry about.
Really? How come?
Because my name is Lucky, and...
He meant how come Even thinks it didn't work out, Lucky?
Yeah, right. Like a sixer would ever care about her wanna. Please.
It could happen. You don't know.
I think it sounds mysterious. I love mysteries. Have fun with your cool mystery, Even. See you later.
You seem like you're looking for something, kid. I thought I recognized you. You're Odd Sister, right? Did the big roll a year ago, if I recall. She's in the Queen's care now, kiddo. There's nothing any of us can do. And I think you should give up on her, Even. She's a sixer now. Nobody ever comes back from that.
There. You saw it, didn't you? There it was again.
Halt! None shall enter the docks tonight by order of Her Majesty. Random rules. You can't be here, little girl. That's only more reason not to let a child in here. Why, I'd walk you home myself if I wasn't so busy guarding this area, as you can see. It's a very important job. Now run along, little girl. You shouldn't be here. Hiding? Ha! There's no secrets here, little girl. All day long, and all year long, and all life long, there's only one thing that happens here. Junk gets loaded onto boats. Sorry, that's classified. Top secret, very royal. Ah! The very idea that the Queen would not share her ultimate secrets with me, a random one-er security guard. No, I assure you, I definitely know all the good stuff. I'm, just not willing to share them. Ha! That may well be true, but that doesn't mean I should entrust the Queen's state secrets, which I assure you I'm definitely privy to, with you. Now run along home. It's past your bedtime. Now run along, little girl. You shouldn't be here.
Well, whatever that spirit wanted, it seemed to involve bringing Even here. But why?
Random rules, Even. Random rules. Well. Look at you. I see ghosts all around us, child. Ghosts of the way the world used to be, and how it could be still if the Queen were ever to die. But of course she can't. She can never die. You've heard the good news, haven't you? The Queen is a force of nature, like gravity or death. You can't argue with gravity. You don't debate death. You just go along with her, because you know her rule is law. She is eternal. She's never wrong. She makes the rules, random rules, and they're always right. It's incredible to live at the same time as such a wondrous being. I hope one day she notices me, up riding a shining spider stallion, notices my love for her, notices my worship. You can't escape her, you know. No one can. It's all perfectly designed. I'd love every minute of it.
One town was unique. Some who lived here were kind, treating the Queen with respect, and others seemed to have been broken by her in one way or another. But it was home, the only home Even had ever known.
Big city life. Oh, it must be so glamorous to be so cosmopolitan. So...
That strange figure even knew that her fate was changing, that her future was suddenly filled with unknowns, and she also had the distinct feeling that she wouldn't be back home for quite some time. Even could barely make out what the ghostly figure was. It was beautiful, inscrutable, and there seemed to be a sorrow to her. There was no time to think. Even was either going home to her parents without answers and with even more questions than before, or she was getting on that boat. She felt a pull, beckoning towards something new.
Oh, those are some nice cards you have there, kiddo. You find them yourself? Well, heck, let me take a look. Maybe these old papers will notice something you haven't. Well, look at these. Oh, these used to be everywhere, you know that? Folks would trade them on the regular. Used to have quite a collection myself. I got them straight from the factories in 5 Tropolis where they made them, you know. Mint in books. Of course, that was before the war. A lot changed that night. We're still dealing with the consequences. Yeah, look around you, Missy. This ain't what things used to be. This ain't what things are supposed to be, either. The Queen, she distorted it all. Turned us from good, honest folks into whatever this is now. The most don't remember it. Only me, it feels like sometime.
No. You don't get to come here. This is my reserved spot. You get your out. Now, go away. What do you think I'm doing here? We're all trying to hide, kid. Now leave. This is Herman's hidey hole. My little stowaway chamber, my realm of adolescence that you're not invited in. It's my ticket out of this muddy town. It means something that's delightful, like my room here. Wow. You really are just a kid, huh? Well, guess what? I myself was a kid once. Kid Herman. And now I'm adult Herman, and I'm getting out of here. Now go find your own spot. There are no... Well, come on. There's got to be other spots. Go find them. Oh, for the love of... Fine. You little guilt tripper. I'll let you in. Oh, but before I do, we got ourselves some house rules. 1, be quiet. 2, don't touch anything. And 3, be quiet and don't touch anything. Now don't make me regret this, kid. I'm stowing away on a quest, see? And if the crew here gets wind of it, both our gooses will be cooked. So just sit here all quiet-like and don't do anything. Shh, quiet, kid. I can't believe it. You're already breaking rules 1 and 3. Yeah, look, I'll tell you what. Just hide between those boxes and don't make any noise. You want to know about me? Here's the deal. I'm off to find my son, see? I'm headed for the Cardmaker District, 5-tropolis, or whatever the Queen's calling it these days. And... Quiet, kid, or he'll ruin the whole thing. Just go to sleep, kid. I'll wake you when we're there. Well, the moment she'd let herself think about it, even realized she was actually exhausted. Tonight alone, she'd seen a ghost, run away from home, and boarded a ship traveling somewhere deep into the unknown heart of random. Would she ever return? It didn't matter. Odd was the only thing that mattered. With her sister's name on her lips, Even fell into a deep slumber.